welcome to the Manchester is podcast with me, Bobby Cash, and him, Alan Kay. Alan, let's check your microphone.
Hello.
Yes, it worked.
There
Don't
we go.
move. Freeze. Stay there for the rest of the show. Yeah, this is take two of the intro for this week's episode. Apologies for no episode last week. Life just gets in the way sometimes, and we didn't want to ever feel contractually obliged to have to do this show. We do enjoy doing it, but it's not that serious, you guys. That being said, please like, share, and subscribe this episode, and please like us on YouTube and like us. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on everything you can think of. We're on Facebook as well now. Yeah, my name's Bobby. If you're first time joining us, I support Man City. His name's Alan. He supports Man United, and we chat about our respective teams. If that's your thing, that's great, and if not, listen anyway. Put it on in the background. Um, yeah, no show last week, but seeing as though there's no domestic football this week, we do have the time and the space to discuss the games that we've had in the last 2 weeks. Alan, um, last time we spoke, you had 3 games in a row that you had won, and you're feeling very optimistic. You didn't win the next two, but you also didn't lose the next two. So how are you feeling?
If you'd have asked me at the time of the Forest result, I think I'd had a very different answer. Very different answer. But right now, I'm fine. I'm calm. I'm chill about it. At the time, I was about to spit feathers and everything in between. I was so angry. So angry.
So tell us about the let's start with you guys then this week. Let's talk about Manchester United against Nottingham Forest ended in a 2-2 draw at the City Ground. Last year, that'd have been a good result, the way that Nottingham
Yeah.
Forest were going. This year, maybe not the best result. I didn't watch the game. I was actually in Nottingham on the same day, not for Man United reasons. But tell me about the game of two halves, they say.
Yeah, like we played really well. We genuinely did play really well. We were ahead, we were in control, and then just 4 or 5 minutes after the second half, they just got lucky. They had some quick attacks, two goals, and then all of a sudden we're behind. Just straight away. Like it seems so old Man United to just switch off as much as we did to allow them to just get back in it. And it was just so frustrating. Um, it all changed when Uncle Casemiro came off. Like the control in the middle of the park just went.
So you actually declined in quality after Casemiro went off.
Yeah, because Casemiro doesn't move. Casemiro stays in defensive midfield. Now, he doesn't roam forward. He allows Bruno to do that. So when he comes off and fucking Ugarte comes on, Ugarte just flies around trying to snap every fucker. Then leaves Fernandez to do the defending, which he can't do because he's an attacking midfielder. So then we've just got a massive gap in the middle of the park, and that's where they found the look because they just went swimming straight through. Um,
A couple of controversial goals in this episode, which I'm sure we'll get to. We'll get to the one in our game later. But your opening goal came from a corner after the ball didn't go out of play. But that's not, in a way, that's not United's problem. It's, the officials' problem. But he capitalised early with a goal from Casemiro.
yeah, it's like there's a lot of arguments about this goal where it went out, it didn't go out, it whatever. You can't prove it. There's no angle that you ever look at that's going to prove that 100% went out of fucking play. The
Mm.
referee would have to be above the ball, like literally looking down at it to go, that's good, that's gone out. And we don't get that look. We don't get that type. They usually that type of look goes against us. So it was nice for us to be on our side for once.
The general consensus is you if there's no clear and obvious error that it's in or if it's out, you go with the on-field decision. But with the ball being out of play, it scrutin especially because the thing is, if Bruno Fernandes whips that corner in and the keeper catches it, who cares?
Yeah,
It's only because you scored that it's a real problem. I don't even know if VAR intervenes in things like that. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does determine whether the ball's gone out of play. Um, but I don't know whether the because it's not gone out of play, and it's one of them. I don't know whether because it went because it didn't go out of play and they didn't, and then
It
I
wasn't
don't
the
really know what I'm trying to
immediate
say.
beforehand.
No, there was a corner to defend before
Yeah.
the ball went in. I don't know
So
if that's the way
the,
that
the
they're
Forest
going about it.
defender should not just allowed it go out of play. He was in control of the ball, had a terrible touch, and allowed it to just
Oh
swerve
yeah,
out of play.
I
So he just
agree.
should have fucking got rid. Like you can't complain about it. Did it go out or did it go? Did it stay in? Was it out? Whatever. When the defender should have just had fucking basic control of the ball.
There
Like
was there was a great video that popped up after that of I think it was Simon Mignolet, Liverpool, when he played for Liverpool 10 years ago, whatever it was, and he's had a back pass and he's backed off to launch it, but he's backed off too far and it's gone out of play before. It's very funny. I have to try and find it. But yeah, you say you got to the half and then just it was very quick, wasn't it? It was literally what 2 minutes in
yeah,
between, not in between the first and the second for Forest.
it felt back to back attacks. It and I don't know if that was the case, but that's how it felt. Where it was like they scored, we kicked off, we did that weird fucking boot it to the left hand corner to try and get into their half, and then it just came straight back. And I think it was a corner. I can't remember,
I think so. Yeah.
but they came up the field and they scored pretty much off the next attack. And except like it happens, these things happen. Like it's just frustrating that it's they switched off to the point that they did, and it's because, and I'm not blaming him, but it's because Harry Maguire is too slow for these attacks. He can't track back, he can't keep up with the quick attacks, which means he tries to push up with the rest of the defense and just gets pummeled. And
Hmm.
Delict and Shaw, I think it was, yeah, it would have been Luke Shaw, had to like track back, and we just the shape goes straight off. When we're in
Yeah.
possession, that works. But when we're out of possession and we're getting counted on, Harry Maguire is not the one that you want tracking back to
Yeah.
try and stop
Well,
him.
yeah. I mean, we saw it against City. It's in our game when Haaland was put through. He can't keep up with him. I feel like there was another one as well, another example. Can't think right now.
There'll be numerous examples of it throughout
Mm,
his
mm,
well throughout his career. He's
mm.
never been quick. He's always been best in a deep line defense. It's why he succeeded under Ollie, because Ollie used to play so deep and they'd counter attack.
Yeah.
And then when Ollie went, that's when he fell out of favour because everyone's trying to push up high and he can't play that high line.
No. Um, Ahmad rescued a point.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he almost won it. We'll talk about that in a minute, but Ahmad rescued a point at least. Some, hands up, some finish.
Fantastic finish. He's pissing me off, in
I know that
fairness.
you're not a huge fan, are you?
No. What pissed me off is he's starting these Garnacho style fucking tweets and Instagram and Snapchat bullshit. He
Hmm.
did one when he was like, it's like it was something along the lines of when the new iPhone comes out, the old iPhone becomes trash. It's all a matter of opinion, blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
Just play
oh,
football,
shut
for
up,
God's
you
sake.
fucking bellend. Like,
It's not
yeah,
like
just play football.
it's
Just
not
kick
like
a
he
ball.
it's not like he doesn't start pretty much every week.
It's because he was playing in the right attack at the right wing, and he's fantastic there. But you've got to level it up to like Ahmad can play right wing back, and Burmo can't.
Yeah.
Brian Burmo is a better player than Ahmad Diallo in any position attacking wise.
Hmm.
So Brian Burmo takes precedence on that attack, and that's what he's got tit on because he's having to play wing back. And they're now targeting him because he's on that back post defending, and he's 3 foot fucking seven. Like
Yeah, right.
anyone beats him in the air, and that's where the goals are coming from. Is because he can't be asked to. He thinks he's too good to defend, and we just end up weak on that side. But his final product in the final third, in the top half, it he gets one goal, a fantastic goal, but everyone then garnishes his performance like he's the best fucking player in the world. He
Right.
was dog shit for 89 minutes and then put a screamer in.
I mean, the thing is, he had that little golden spell. Was it last year? Was it last year when you beat Liverpool in the FA Cup?
Yeah, the FA Cup, and then he scored against you guys, and I think he scored against you
Yeah.
guys twice.
Yeah, he
Like,
did. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like But
But
that
it's
was at the
like
time,
that's
and
the
I was
thing.
like,
It's very.
terrible.
It's like it's not consistent enough.
No,
You have these, flipping journalists. Oh, is Diallo the next flipping Ronaldo or whatever you want to call it? It's just like, he's not even the next Diallo, like Ahmad. Just let him do it. Just leave him
just
alone.
let him be Amad Diallo. Like you've got to remember that, like 2 seasons ago, he was playing at fucking Sunderland and Rangers.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
he's not come on that far to be any different to the player that was playing in Scottish
Oh,
Premiership and fucking
I'll tell you
League
what.
One.
If a winger became available and United had the money, he'd be on the bench straight away.
I'm genuinely interested to see what happens in January if we get a bit of money, because I think we'll strengthen the midfield. Casemiro, Ugarte, Fernandez, that kind of trio, and like Mainu's there as well. Like I think one of them, if not two of them, will leave, so we'll need a backup there.
Hmm.
But that right wing back needs looking at as well because Dallow's dog shit. Ahmad's not the one, and apparently it's something that's on the radar.
Yeah, is there anyone in mind that you'd be looking
I
to
don't know.
try?
I don't know who we'd go for. Like, there's no one that sticks out. I don't think.
No, not really.
Like, when you look at like certain positions and you go, oh, fucking Mbappe or Lewandowski or whatever. Like, I don't think there's a right back that you sit there and go, oh, that's the one.
Matthias Nunes.
Yeah, but you're fucking selling him, especially to us.
Um, and when you watch the game, are you again still happy that you're seeing improvements in the formation, the style, Amarim, Amarat?
I'm always Amarin. The system's there, and you can see. I think the only thing that's letting him down at the minute is not strengthening is not being consistent with his back three. It's a rotation of Yoro, Maguire, De Ligt, Shaw, and I think when
Hmm.
Martinez comes in, you probably see a more solidified back three. But
Yeah.
I don't know where that goes because Luke Shaw's playing really well as a centre back. Like
Mm,
he's consistent. It's the most he's played fucking on 10 years probably.
probably.
There's a part of me that wonders if they put Luke Shaw at left back, at left wing back, and then have Martinez, De Ligt, and Yoro as the centre back pairing. But the patterns are there. The progression is there. That game last season is a game we lose 3-1 rather than draw 2-2 because we'll be pushing for it and like we'll go and then counter attack 96th
Yeah.
minute and they've got a goal.
I mean, you
Um,
lost. I think you lost to them last year. I think.
we lost to everyone
Um,
last year.
well, seeing as though there's no predictions to make, we'll just go in chronological order of the games, I think, this week. So that's you at the City Ground. The next day, on the Sunday, we played Bournemouth, which on paper, actually leading up to the game, was going to be quite a tricky fixture for us because Bournemouth have started quite well.
Yeah.
Semenyo has started really well. They're a team that play a high press. Don't give you any time on the ball. I mean, they had the ball in the net within 30 seconds, but it was offside. Um, but yeah, we ran out 3-1 winners in the end. Um, but not that I believe that we're over. I know that we've talked about it about over reliance on Haaland, but I think Bournemouth set up so poorly,
Yeah.
leaving literally the whole half for him to run into, and I feel Pep knew that they would do that, so adapted his tactics to exploit it. Essentially, having Haaland play in midfield, essentially,
Yeah, he was
right on the
deep.
cusp, because he was deep. If you look at the midfield, from Haaland as a striker to Nico as the defensive midfielder, there was nothing in it
Yeah.
really in terms of space. They were all crowding out the space. No one really knows what to do. Bournemouth didn't really know what to do. So when one of them goes, Haaland's on his bike.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just
Um,
off. And that's where he has a lot of success. Where it's like, oh, space. And he just goes. And
mm,
that's where like the strength of Foden is just gonna be Ping,
Yeah.
goal.
Well,
And it'll happen all the time.
Foden's been playing inside as opposed to playing out wide and coming inside. He's been stationed in the middle with Ryan Cherky, who started the game, and he had a header over the top for Haaland and another through ball for Haaland for his second goal. He's I think I've spoken about this before. He's in this first season like trying to get established and settling in. These are the games that he'll thrive. The ones
Yeah.
where he's playing against objectively not as good opposition. I mean, Bournemouth have started well, but um, it's where he because what I've been really impressed with is that his first instinct is to go forwards. As soon as he
Yeah.
gets the ball, he's already looking where Haaland is before the ball gets to him, really.
Yeah.
Because the amount of like first time through balls. That's an email from JC, by the way. If you just got
Yeah.
it. Non-podcast related. But yeah, Ryan Cherky, fantastic week. He had a fantastic week.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about Liverpool game later, but Cherky was good, Doku was good, and I just think it was a very. What it reminded me of is it was the best performance of the season so far
Yeah.
up until that point because we were direct and fast and ruthless, which is what we used to be.
Yeah. It's like Pep tried to do something different in the previous games, and he's gone, fuck this. What worked 12 months ago? Oh, this. And he's just
Well,
gone for it again.
well, he knew that a team like Bournemouth would push high,
Yeah.
and what he's done is there's a great video. I can't remember who posted it. There was a great video of the formations throughout the from bird's eye view of what they were doing, in the sense that the wingers, even though Bournemouth are pushed right up, the wingers would stay really wide, which would cause the midfield three of Silva, Foden, Cherky to drift inside, and then it was like a centre back's got to commit to getting the ball, and then the winger was in,
Yeah.
and we exploited it, and it was really great. It was great to watch. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, we've played fine this season. I think we had a bit of we didn't start very well, and some games we've got through where we've not been convincing, but it was the best game that I've watched from like an enjoyment. Obviously, how do you explain? I don't know how to explain it.
No,
From like an
I get what you
aesthetic
mean. Like, yeah,
stance.
like there's some matches where you go and you win and you go, yeah, okay, we've won. But like the
I really
performances
enjoyed it.
where everything goes right and the football's nice and everything seems to pay off. Like that was one of those games for City. That was
Mm.
one of those games where like you could sit down and go, fuck, I really enjoyed that game. Like it was a good game to watch. It was a really good game to watch
It's it's when you
from
don't
my
want
standpoint now.
it's when you don't want the game to end because you're
Yeah,
enjoying it so much. It's not like, all right, I've got to do some stuff after this game, stuff like that. But it's like, no,
yeah,
I wanted it to carry on. I wanted us to get more and more. Nico O'Reilly managed to get his first goal of the season.
yeah.
Told you, starting left back at the World Cup. He started this Thursday. While we're recording this, he started for England tonight.
Oh, has he
Uh,
started? I didn't even
yeah,
realize he
yeah,
was
he
playing
started.
tonight.
Yeah, yeah, they're on now. It doesn't matter because
Are we winning?
we're
Are
already
we
through.
winning?
We are winning. Yeah, we are winning.
Fucking, it's fucking pointless, man.
Who cares? Who cares? But yeah, I mean that's my agenda, and I'm sticking to it. Not the Calvin Phillips agenda; it's the Nico O'Reilly agenda now.
Poor
Um,
Calvin.
poor Calvin, poor Calvin. Um, moving on. We then play Dortmund in the Champions League,
Yep.
which we spoke about. That the next two fixtures were really key for us to
Yeah.
try and cement that top eight finish. Because the thing is with the top eight finish, you get an extra match day off.
Yeah, you get a
Uh,
recovery. You get a bit
you,
of
you
recovery,
get
yeah.
you get a bit of time between the end of the group stage until the last 16, which is good for recovery. Not playing too many games. Like it kind of killed us last year because we played Real Madrid over two legs, and it just killed us.
Was that
Uh,
that was a playoff? Was that a playoff?
yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what you don't want. You don't want to finish badly and then get one of the higher ranked non-top eight teams, which is what happened to
Yeah.
us.
It was
Um,
such a weird Champions League last season because
it
like having
was.
both Man City and Real Madrid in that position was just seemed
It was weird. It was, but I do
seemed
enjoy.
off.
I do. Hot take. I do enjoy the new format.
I like the new format.
I actually quite like it.
But I don't know if I enjoy it because of last season because it was a bit oh fucking hell. City or Madrid are gonna like one of those are gonna get. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I get it, but
if all
it,
the big
it,
teams go through this season, I think we might sit there and go, oh, it's fucking shit again.
yeah, yeah. I think UEFA had it. I don't know if they had it perfect last year because City and Madrid played each other, which is great for finances, but they played each other in the knockout round, in like the playoff round, and it's like, right, well, we
Yeah,
don't want, you know. So, but I quite enjoy it. I think we've got 4 more games to get 9, maybe 7 points, something like that. I think the magic number is 16 points will get you because of the way that it's going this year. I think
yeah.
16 points will be the magic number, and we've got 10. Oh, there you go. Yeah, 10. So we need 6 points from the next 4 matches. And we've got Leverkusen next. Have we? Yeah, we've got Leverkusen next.
Yeah.
Then we play Real Madrid. And then we go to Bodo Glimt. And then we've got Galatasaray.
Thing is,
So,
like, ideally, you want to be winning one of those difficult games, so you're not going into the
yeah,
last two
yeah,
dead
yeah.
rubbers needing 6 points. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
But
mean, you've
like,
got teams like I think Arsenal have got to play Bayern Munich. They play Bayern Munich next,
yeah,
which typically they'll probably fucking win, even though they've won every Bayern have won every match except one game this year. But yeah, Dortmund's good again. Foden rolling back the clock. I know he's only 25, but he's like rolling back the clock to a couple of seasons ago where he's just rolling it into the bottom corner. You know the goal. You know the goal. You know the type of goal I'm talking about. Comes across his body on his left foot, puts it in the bottom corner, and it was great to see, especially because he's from where I'm from. My wife's gonna look
like
at me now and
it
say that I'm
is
actually not from Stockport, but I am.
from 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 an England perspective. It's nice to see Phil Foden performing well. Like genuinely, because I think he's one of the better attacking options that England have got. So to see him performing week in week out again is quite enjoyable. I wish it wasn't for Man City, but to see him
Mhm.
fucking performing
Well,
it
he's on the
is
bench
enjoyable.
tonight. He's on the bench tonight. Thomas Tuchel said in his press conference yesterday that he doesn't think Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, and Phil Foden can play in the same team together. And I
I
was
agree.
like, isn't that your fucking job to figure out?
Yeah, he doesn't need to figure it out. He doesn't need to figure it out against fucking Serbia and Azerbaijan and Andorra. That's the problem with these fucking qualifiers. Is we're
Mm,
playing part timers and
yeah.
like middle of nowhere teams. The hardest game we'll get is like maybe Wales. Might get Scotland because it's fucking local derby. Like they're still shit, but they'll put up a fight.
I mean, this isn't an England podcast. We might do a special at the we might do a special in the World Cup next in the summer.
Watch
Just to
along,
keep it.
live watch
What?
along.
Yeah, I'm up for that. But yeah, another goal for Haaland and a nice finish at the end from Ryan Cherky, which is very nice. Again, like I say, he had a good week. Scored against Swansea, played well against Bournemouth,
Yeah,
and then played well against Dortmund. May have been a bit too much in a short space of time for him. He was pretty poor against, not poor against Liverpool, but he was pretty quiet. I don't know whether he might have just been a bit tired to have 4 games in 10 days, especially after being out for 3 months. So, or 2 months, whatever it was. But we'll get to Liverpool in a minute. Um, what I want to do right now is we're going to take a short break because I'm too cheap to pay for Zoom. So we're gonna hold it there, pause it there, and then we're gonna come back and we'll talk about the 2-2 draw at Tottenham Hotspur for you. Crazy game. I watched it. I didn't really know what to think about it. Richarlison is hilarious. Um,
every time. It's
every time,
brilliant. We'll get
every
into it. We'll
time,
get into
every
it. I
time.
can't wait.
And City versus Liverpool. Lots of talking points. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Pigeon Carrier. I don't know. But we're
All of the
on
places.
loads of places. The Manchester Is podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and here on YouTube. Hello to everyone who can see our freshly shaven faces. Um,
It's like we've got an event at the
it's
weekend,
like
but we need to be fair.
we're actually gonna be in the same room tomorrow. So maybe we'll do a couple of videos for the socials in person. But yeah, that's the Manchester United podcast. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Manchester is a podcast with me, Bobby, and him, Alan. Like I said, last week we didn't do a podcast. Life happens, and cut yourself some slack, people. If you need a bit of time, give yourself some time. Um, our latest fixtures that we'll dive into now. Yeah, so Saturday afternoon started at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham notoriously can't win at home versus Manchester United, who notoriously you can never bet on anybody on what they're going to do. Were you optimistic going into the game?
You know what? I genuinely was three like undefeated in four. I was like, Spurs are Spurs. Like Cole, I'm confident. Like we're playing well. I had no reason to believe we weren't going to do anything. I thought this was nailed on. I genuinely did thought like I thought it was nailed on.
Well, I mean, it's been a while since you've gone into any game sort of optimistically that you were going to win.
Yeah.
It's not like them to let you down though. So I tuned into the game about 25 minutes in. I think I just forgot it was on. I don't, what was I doing? Doesn't matter. And Bumo gave you the lead,
Yeah.
deservedly.
Yeah, we were pretty much in control in the entire first half. Spurs didn't turn up. They they looked disjointed, and we took advantage of it. Great ball in from Ahmad, great goal from Burmo, and it just felt comfortable at that point. It genuinely did for like the first 60 minutes or so. It did genuinely feel like comfort. It did feel really comfortable, and then it all
And
went to shit.
they're a bit they're a bit of a weird team to try and predict, aren't they, Spurs?
Yeah.
Except when they play against us because they turn into the flipping best team on the planet and
Fucking
always
prime Pep
fucking beat
Barcelona.
us. It does my flipping head in. But yeah, Thomas Frank is. I've always rated him. I've always thought he was a good manager. Maybe he's getting a little bit exposed now that he's got more personalities in the dressing room. Maybe he's coming up against different opposition in the sense that when he was at Brentford, he may have been the underdog, whereas while he's at Spurs, they're expected to win. So there may be a bit of pressure there. Don't know if you agree.
I do agree, but I don't get where it's come from
No,
because
I don't.
it's Spurs. Spurs finished what 16th? Like they finished below us, and we were really shit. So and they were below us. They got the Europa League. It's a one-off game, fair enough. Like fine, cool, whatever.
Doesn't
But
hurt,
there's
doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt.
no, it doesn't. I'm definitely not pinching my leg so I don't cry. But I don't get where the expectations come from, but it happens with every manager at Spurs.
It
It happened
does. It
with
really
Jose. It's
does.
happening with Thomas Frank. It happened with Ange. Like Ange is the only one that's fucking weirdly done something, and he got the boot because he was shit everywhere else.
I know. I know. It's. I don't. The thing is with Spurs, you talk about entitlement, fan entitlement. I think United have got entitlement because they've won 13 Premier League titles.
Yep.
City fans have entitlement. We shouldn't, but you shouldn't at the minute. We shouldn't because we're not the majority of the old school
But
fans aren't entitled.
But the history's
But,
there. That's
but
why.
yeah,
That like the history. Like City
Liverpool.
have won four in a row. So you've got the recent fucking fuck you money. Like
Yeah,
we've got the long term history of like we were the best fucking team in England for 20
yeah.
years.
I mean, and even Liverpool at the moment. I mean, they're not my favourite set of fans at all, but they've at least won the league twice in the last
Yeah.
five, whatever it is, 5 years. But it's like teams, even Chelsea, they've won a Premier League title in the last 10 years. And they've
And a
won
Champions League and a
they
Europa League and a
won the
Conference
Champions
League.
League. Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And for me, you look at teams like Arsenal and you look at teams like Spurs, and they have far too high expectations for themselves. Maybe Arsenal not now. They have shown consistency in the last few seasons of competing. Maybe they tail off at the end.
yeah, consistently
Um,
second.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. But at least they're challenging for a Premier League title up until a certain
yeah,
point. Whereas
yeah,
with Spurs, I know they won the Europa League last year. I get that. I would say it was a weak field. If Spurs or United didn't win that, one of you, I don't really know
yeah. So if
who, like you had to win it, one of you.
Yeah, so when we got out the group stages and everyone looked at the way that the tournament was lined up, everyone at that point went, "It's Man United Spurs.
Exactly,
It's Man United
exactly.
Spurs." Like you again, you're playing pub teams in that competition until quarterfinals,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe
I know.
semis.
I agree. I don't, and I think that Spurs, despite the fact that they won a Europa League, should not have any form of expectation to be challenging for major honours just because they won the Europa League. West Ham won the Conference League, but they're not expected to win the challenge for the Premier League title. Crystal Palace won the FA Cup last year, and they're not expected to challenge for the Premier League title. It's
Yeah.
just I don't understand what Spurs fans want. And this isn't a
I don't
Spurs podcast, but
I don't understand what Spurs fans expect because they all like I said, they all think they're a top two team. Like, oh, we're top four, we're going to win this, we're going to do that, we're going to challenge for this under no pretense and like no definition of them being able to do so. They've never been able to do it. Like Fergie once famously said when we were 3-0 down to Spurs at half time, come on, lads, it's fucking Spurs. And we
yeah,
won 5-3.
yeah,
That's the reputation Spurs have. It's fucking Spurs.
yeah. I
Like,
mean, we did go through a period where we would be beating Spurs regularly, but then they moved stadiums, and then we just couldn't score there. But yeah, I mean, you were like you say, you were winning the game pretty comfortably until
yeah.
the last 10 minutes, and then a bit of ricocheting in the box, a bit of back and forth, and then was it Tell got the
Yeah, Matthias
equaliser,
Tell, yeah, fucking
and then
oh.
I mean, I'll be honest, from that point forward, from that goal went in, there was only one team who I thought would win it. Um, it was Spurs, and then the funniest man in football, honestly. If you want, if there was any football player in the world to have the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song play after he does anything, it's Richarlison. Like it's it's just goals. He either scores a goal and then there's an equaliser, or he scores a goal and it's disallowed, and he's just there like with his Larry
When
David
he takes
glasses
his
on. Just
top off,
stop doing it.
every time takes his top off, does this fucking stupid chicken walk, and then you just see the linesman going, "You
And then
fucking
he just stands
shithead."
that he just stands there like Larry David, like someone did a compilation on TikTok or Instagram, one of the two, of 5 times he's done
Yeah, I've
this.
saw it.
He's
Yeah,
done it 5 times at Everton. Done it at Everton. He did it twice in one game.
yeah.
Um, Everton and Spurs. Just don't take your top off. Just don't do it. Just go, hooray for me, and then
But
crack
I
on.
wouldn't. I don't mind celebrating. That's fine. I don't even mind taking the top off. It's not a rivalry. It's not a derby. It's not a cup final. They're not winning the league.
It's
They're
because
not
he's
avoiding
shit.
relegation.
It's because
Yeah,
he's crap.
the only reason he's doing it is because that's probably one of the only 4 goals he's going to fucking get this season.
It's Richarlison, right? he does he does two things all season. He has a goal disallowed or an equaliser, and he does an over a kick. Like he does at
Yeah.
least one of them a season. He does nothing else for the rest of how he starts for Brazil. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
But
certain
then
he's like
again,
a starter for Brazil.
who replaces him?
I don't care.
Like,
Um,
you think of Brazil and you're like fucking R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Firmino. Like,
you know he's got a tattoo of Neymar on his back,
that's the best thing ever.
and
Like,
Neymar asked
imagine
him to get
turning
it.
up to Brazil
Neymar,
fucking duty and just going, hey, Neymar, look at this.
I know Neymar asked him to get it removed.
Yeah,
Just
Nate, that's
really
embarrassing.
just
Fuck
really
off.
fucking funny.
Can you imagine
It's
like you get like he's a co-worker, like you go to office and go, hey Betty, look at
even
this.
even his tattoos get disallowed. Um, but yeah, he managed to score at the end, thinking it was that they turned it around, but no, Matthias de Ligt somehow gets the header in. It just about goes in. No one knew that it'd gone in until about 5 seconds after he'd ran off.
But Delict did the same thing. He puts the ball in the net. Well, puts it towards the net. He thinks it's a goal, starts fucking doing this to the Spurs fans, and then goes, fuck,
Did it
did
actually
that
go
go
in?
in? And then looks back, takes a second, no one's stopping him, and then he's like, cool, fuck it, right, okay. I'm like, I'm like sat there watching, going, Mateus, you fucking bellend, stop.
But yeah, I mean that was pretty much the last kick of the game in a way. It was on us even in the end. I
Yeah.
mean, were you I would say I probably say you probably were disappointed then, or were you happy that you didn't
At
end
the
up
time,
losing in the
like
end?
at the time, I was fucking fuming. I was absolutely fuming that we'd let this go, that we couldn't defend for 10 minutes. And admittedly, it was with 10 men because Sesko had gone off injured, which looked bad at the time, but the reports are saying it's not that bad. So you might have a month or
Mm,
two out, but it looked bad at the time. But so we were down to 10 men, but I was fucking fuming that we'd let that go because there was no reason for us to let that go. It was just a case of just keep the fucking ball, just keep the
yeah.
ball. And we just couldn't do
Mm,
it. So when Delict goes up and we score the equaliser, I was in the kitchen. I'd making a coffee at this point. I didn't even see it. I'd gone and done other stuff because I was just fucking fuming. The goal went in and I didn't celebrate it. I wasn't happy we equalised. I was more annoyed we didn't win, which is a testament to how we've been in the last few months. That I'm
mm.
annoyed we've not won rather than happy we've got a draw.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Still undefeated in five, is it now? Is it
Yeah,
five? Yeah,
five. Yeah,
undefeated
because we
in
lost
five.
against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Lose again?
No,
Yeah.
you beat Liverpool.
No, we beat Liverpool. Who the fuck did we lose against?
Let's
You?
see. You've lost since then. Let's have a look really
Who the
quickly.
bloody
Hey,
hell did we lose against?
hey, check out this Brentford.
Of course it was. Of course it was. It was 3-1 at Brentford, yeah.
Yeah, you got three wins: Sunderland, Liverpool, and Brighton, two draws.
Yeah.
And
Undefeated in
we
five. Frankie must be fuming that he didn't
He
say
must be so
undefeated.
mad. He must be so mad. I mean, yeah, speaking of, in your next five, um, which we're talking about off air, which we'll come on to now. Next five, which will take us to the middle of December, to the busy period, just before Christmas. Everton at home, Palace away, West Ham at home, Wolves away, Bournemouth at home.
It's five
How ma-
wins.
It could be.
It, it's, it's, I think it's the only time we realistically could get five wins, even if we were like a really, really good team. Like even
Mm,
if we were like battling, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're only 4 points off you guys in second. It's not the end of the season just yet,
no,
but we're way off the mark for where performance wise I believe we should be. But if you look at the next five, realistically, I think that's the only five consecutive games in the season that we would win in a row.
I think your tricky ones there might be Palace away
Yeah,
and Bournemouth, maybe. Depends what Bournemouth turn up. If they come to Old Trafford the same way that they did the Etihad, then it'll be up to Amarim to exploit that, I guess.
yeah.
West Ham are nothing. Wolves are dog shit. Everton, maybe they might turn up, but it's at
But
Old
again,
Trafford, so I can't
it'll be
see
the
it.
David Moyes element again, where he'll either, oh, we're away from home, I'm going to really fucking go for it, or we're away from home, I'm going to stick 11 men behind the ball, and Man United have got breakers down.
Hmm.
It won't be an attacking. It'll be a scrappy 1-0 either way.
Yeah. No.
It's like he
Yeah.
did with you guys. Well, he
Yeah.
tried to do against you guys.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. We won't do any predictions now. We'll have a show next week, so we'll do it. We'll do it then. So five undefeated and a potential five in the future, according to Alan Kay. You heard it here first. Um, moving on to the Sunday, big game for us. Not only on paper, but to really lay down a not a challenge, but like lay down a marker against the reigning. As bad as Liverpool have been this year, they are still the Premier League champions. And to beat the Premier League champions at home, we'll get into the nitty-gritty in a minute, but to beat the Premier League champions convincingly,
Yeah,
without any form of doubt that we were better than them, we're the better team. Feels good. Feels good. It's a good feels good. Um, yeah, feel good. But what did you watch it?
yeah. I watched it. It was a really good game. Like again, it was one of those games that like you sit there and you go, "Oh fuck, City have turned it on early." These performances usually come like January, February, and I think because you've
Right.
had that such a bad start, they've just turned that gear up a little bit early, and it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
from a Man United perspective, it's fucking worrying to see the potential of five in a row coming. Because I genuinely think that it's on the
Well, it
way. You
won't.
can't get five in a row.
Well, it won't be. It could be the start of
Yeah,
the next one.
yeah.
Not cutting my hair until City win five trophies in a row.
But like yeah,
My wife just looked at me in disgust when I said that. So,
you'd look
um,
lovely with a bob, Bobby.
yeah, yeah, I bet. But yeah, we came out of the traps. I mean, Jeremy Doku. We've spoken about him on the podcast before,
Oh, he's so good. He's so good.
and that's the key. He has to stay with it, stick with it. Since he's found Christ, he's he got baptized, didn't he? Since he's found Christ, he's really stepped up. But yeah, I mean,
Testing that. You need to be drug testing that fucking holy water. I'm telling you now.
um, he had that right back, Connor Bradley, praying to get subbed off. And the thing that I liked the most was, well, towards the end of the game, well, in the first half especially, they were so scared of him, they had Ryan Gravenberch come out of midfield to double up on him, which in turn created space for Nico O'Reilly, which
Yeah. So I don't
is
think that they
brilliant.
doubled up on him. I just think Mo Salah's given up on defending.
No, it was Gravenberch was on that side.
But Mo Salah's the right winger. He's
Oh
not tracking
crap!
back.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. No, you are right. Yeah, Salah
Mo
doesn't. I
Salah's
just
tracking back,
didn't fancy it,
sorry,
mate.
Mo Salah's not tracking back, which means Doku and who's your fucking right back? Nunez?
Nunes, yeah.
They're bombing forward, creating a 2-on-1 overlap on Bradley. Bradley's not a fucking right back and just getting peppered. Just
It's
getting peppered,
it
which
was
means Gravenberg comes in and then middle's just wide open.
there was a lot of online discourse about Jeremy Doku and that he could only do those. He can only play that well against older fullbacks because they haven't got the legs. But it's just like he's just shown you for the last couple of weeks that he can do it.
Yeah.
We've spoken about Doku before,
Hmm.
my assessment of him is he's fantastic at taking people on, getting past people. But there was a point, especially in his first year, maybe and last year especially, he would take them on again, despite the fact that he's already done it once. And it's like, right, now what? Now what? You've got past him, you got into a great position, pull it back,
Yeah,
play to
do
someone.
something. Yeah.
Because there was a lot of rumors going around that Haaland didn't like playing with him because he would never find him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know whether they've hashed it out or they've worked on it, or it was a concern with the management staff as well that they noticed it. But hey, he's doing it now. Um,
Because
but he
Haaland's playing a bit deeper. Like it was like you said earlier, like he's playing a little bit. deeper and then making the run into the box. So maybe it's like Haaland's trying, like he now understands, oh, he's going to do all this shit. So I just need to delay my run 5 seconds and
Yeah.
then it's fucking happening.
But it also seems to be that the coaches may have told Doku, "You've gone past him. Do something with it
Fucking
now.
pass.
Do do something with it now." Savino shoots, and I'd like him to stop doing that. Whereas
Yeah.
whereas Doku could shoot more for me. He could shoot more often. Um, Won the penalty. Did you think it was
What
penalty
was the
for us?
penalty? I can't remember
Doku
the
Doku
penalty.
had Doku had rinsed Bradley, and then the Mamadashvili took him out. Well, clipped him with his knee on his foot.
Oh yeah, it's
I honestly,
no, I
I
don't
didn't.
think it's a penalty, but I get why they've given it. Do you
That's
know, yeah,
that was my thought process. I can see why they've given it, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I don't want it.
yeah, absolutely, yeah,
It was a bit, it was soft. It was.
yeah, yeah, very
Um,
much so, yeah,
but you know, we take it. Hey, we missed anyway, so doesn't really matter. Haaland
yeah,
missed the penalty. Everyone kept going on that he's got a really bad penalty record. It's not great, but he still scores more than he misses. So
yeah,
there's
yeah.
only it's
It,
fine. Like
thing
I'd
is,
still, if I was to pick someone to take the penalties, it would still be him.
but like, I would understand if like he got 10 goals this season and missed 3 penalties. The fucker's got like 29 goals or whatever it is in 3 games, and he's
He's got
missed a
30,
couple penalties.
he's got 30 goals. He scored twice tonight against Estonia for Norway. So he's now got 30 goals this season, and it's November.
It's not a bad record, is it? Let's be
Not
fair.
not bad, eh?
It's
Not
it's a
bad.
decent trek, but
Not
like
bad.
I saw like everyone going, oh, he's got a bad penalty record. All right, he misses from 13 yards every now and again. Okay,
Yeah, but I mean, he basically, sums it up in like what 5, 10 minutes later.
yeah,
The movement was lovely. That move started. Did you see this? That move started in our corner flag at left back with Nico O'Reilly. He's won the ball back and he's shielding it, and then it's been passed for the next 90 seconds through everyone in our team. Everyone touched the ball before
yeah,
that. Before, every outfield player anyway touched the ball before Nunes, who's been a flipping revelation at right back. I can't believe it, how good he's been. Whips that ball in like a midfielder would, because that's what he is. And
yeah,
Haaland, lovely, lovely header. And actually, I was quite impressed with the header because Kanate actually touches it first.
yeah.
So it could have gone anywhere that, but he's managed to keep his eyes on it
But
and put it away.
it's I mean to steal from the overlap stick to football stuff. I was listening to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today, and he waxing lyrical about Erling Haaland, obviously. But he says it's like he does the basics really, really well. He
Yeah,
gambles on a ball that 9 times out of 10 he's not going to get to, but
yeah,
it means the 1 time out of 10 it's a goal. And that's a
yeah.
good example of it. Is like he's gone up for the header, going, Canate's probably going to get this, and he doesn't,
And
which
you know
means
what?
it's coming to him, and he's prepared for that finish, no matter what the outline is.
And what fascinates me is the fact that Haaland's heading ability has never been that good.
Yeah,
For a big lad, his heading hasn't been that good, but it just looks like already that he's been working on it. Because he wins first balls, he wins second balls, he's getting up for headers. I think he only scored a couple of headers for us before this season, but this year he's got twice as many already.
um,
Which
just
is good. Maybe it just means that we're putting it in the box for him more.
yeah, just to switch up the conversation just ever so slightly. Have you seen his Snapchat and Instagram stuff, Erling
He's
Haaland?
got a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
It's really funny.
what the fuck is he doing on YouTube?
That's where the money is, I guess. I guess that's where the fan
The
base
kid
is.
earns
I
billions,
know. But
fucking
it's
billions, and he sat there and just went, you know what? When this is done, I want to start building my media career now.
why not? Why
He's
not?
fucking 20 odd, and he's
There
like
was
already thinking of that next step. That shows that man's mentality to go in. I can't be complacent, like at
hmm
all. My
yeah.
dad's career was ended very quickly, because of a knee injury. Like
It could,
anything can
you know,
happen, and
it
he
could
just
happen.
goes for it, and I'm like,
To
it's
be honest, it
annoyingly
is quite
entertaining.
funny because he's his sense of humor is very dry.
It's very
Um,
Yorkshire. You can tell he's
he
Leeds,
is. You
Manchester.
can tell he's from the north, can't you? Not because he's born in Leeds, City fan growing up, but it's very funny.
I was
Um,
sat watching it and I was like, it's annoying that he's this entertaining. Like, he's annoying that he's likable. Like, I'd rather him be an arrogant prick and just be proper unlikable and that talented. But because he's
yeah,
likable and he's like relatable and he's talented and fucking mega rich and has L'Oreal style hair and everything, you just sit there and go, you're a fucking arsehole, but I
he's
can't help but not like you.
if you haven't watched it, Erling Haaland has got himself a YouTube channel. The first episode was hanging out with him for the day. They went to a local farm shop in Manchester where they do raw milk, and like he went and bought loads of meat, and then him and his wife, no, they're not married, but him and his partner cooked up a meal, and you see him. They've got a fucking great life, football players, don't they? Do you know what I mean? Um,
But
but
like there was one that I
but
saw, he was dressed up as
he's
the Joker and he's just walking around the shops.
yeah.
And I'm like, this is Balotelli without the drugs.
He'll be at Christmas markets in Manchester next.
Oh, yeah, he
Or
will.
or I think he'll go to Leeds and go to the house that he was born in and on the estate, and he'll start walking around.
And just fucking buy it.
Yeah, he'll go to left bank tomorrow night.
Please don't.
Nah, he can come if he wants. Erling, don't know if you like wrestling or not, but we'll be there tomorrow. That's
Yeah,
Friday.
rock up, Erling. Why not?
Well, ladder match and everything. Um, that's not for this podcast. Um, but yeah, Haaland got the goal. Back to the game, and then a big controversy, which is all anyone's ever been fucking talking about for the last week, is Liverpool's disallowed goal. Now, put your big boy pants on. Your non. Actually, you've got no dog in this fight. You hate us both.
I have got the shittiest dog in this fight. I couldn't give a flying
So
fuck either way.
give it to me.
It's not a goal. It's never a
What?
fucking goal.
Oh, I knew I liked you.
It's never a goal. He's fucking stood in front of the goalkeeper. If he'd have done this, fair enough. He fucking squats with the deepest squat I've ever seen to get out of the way. Don't get me wrong, Donnarumma was never fucking getting there. Absolutely. He has milked
I
the
agree
fuck
with
out of
that.
that. He's
I
milked
agree
the
with that.
fuck out of that dive to go,
Yeah.
ref, I had to dive late to get this. But Robertson's in an offside position for no reason. He knows he's in an offside position because he ducks. He then sells it to the referee. I was in an offside position because as Van Dijk goes fucking running off into the corner, he trots back to the halfway line, fucking
Yeah.
tail tucked
Yeah.
between his legs.
I
It's
think
offside. Every day you can argue about it all you want. It is fucking offside. It will forever be offside. With or without VAR, that was being given as offside.
And one thing that they don't seem to show in any of the clips is that Robertson pushes Donnarumma as the corner is being taken. So he is offside. Not well, obviously he's not offside from that because it's a square corner, but he is in an offside position in Donnarumma's way. I agree with you. I think Donnarumma's milked it for all it's worth. He's put on a good Oscar performance there to try and get his way. He was never going to
Yeah.
save it.
No.
But you know, maybe maybe we needed some luck like that.
I don't think that changed the game either. If
And
that
I
goes in
agree
and
with
it's still
that as
1-1,
well.
I think, if anything, if they score and it's 1-1, you go on to win 4 or 5.
I agree. I 100% believe that if that goal had counted, we would have won anyway
Yeah,
because that's how
absolutely.
good we were. Um, but it couldn't have happened to a nicer player to have a goal disallowed as well because he thinks he's the fucking bee's knees, Virgil van Dijk.
He's dropped off a cliff as well. It's so fun to see. Like he has dropped off a cliff talent wise. Like
Yeah, yeah,
he's lost his pace, which he relied on for a lot of his defending,
yeah.
and now he's being rinsed by very average players at times.
Mm,
Like I'm not saying Erling Haaland and Doku are average players, but like you look at Van Dijk's performances throughout the year, and he's getting rinsed by average Premier League players, not
yeah.
world class players, just dog
Mm.
average players.
And
And
one thing that I did enjoy on Saturday, Sunday is Haaland didn't press Kanate. Haaland
nope,
just stood with Van Dijk because he knew that Kanate can't play out from the back as well as Van Dijk can. So the City tactic was just let him have it and let him make a decision of what he's going to do with it and then pounce.
yeah.
Um,
So they were marking the players around Canate. So like they were marking they were
yeah,
marking Bradley, they were marking
yeah,
Van Dijk, they
yeah,
were
because he
marking
can't he can't
McAllister in midfield.
he's not got the ability to play a killer pass. So if
Yeah,
everyone's marked out the game, what's he going to do with it? And it turned out not a lot.
yeah, you just
Um,
lump it, and then they lose the ball, and that's when you were back on it. That's why you were
exactly.
so convincing because tactically, surprise, surprise, Guardiola fucking smashed it. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly where to press and who to press, and it paid off for him.
Well, we got a second in the end, which came from Nico Gonzalez, who's going under the radar of how good he's been this season.
Mm-hmm.
Which we'll just throw out there. He got a lot of flack when we brought him in, and there was a point where there was rumors that he was going to get sold in the summer already. I'm so glad that we didn't, because I've been a massive fan of his, and it looks like Rodri's not going to be getting back to his best probably ever, if we're being real.
I think he's gone.
I don't
I
think he's
think
gone. I just
I
don't
think
think
it.
he's.
I think they'll get rid of him. I think the Saudi money will come
I
sniffing
hope not.
in the summer.
It would be a shame for him to have the best season of his life and then just have two seasons where it's just not worked out for him. But
Yeah, I
I
agree.
hope he comes back. But some people recover from knee injuries and some don't.
Yeah,
Um, but I still feel a fully fit Rodri as he is now post ACL. He's still better than 85% of the league midfielders.
yeah,
So
yeah.
hopefully he can come back. But it's nice to know that Nico is learning from him and is stepping up. And he got himself a goal for his hard work, deflected off Van Dijk, which was very funny, and 2-0 at half time. Not to be outdone by Haaland and Nico Gonzalez, Jeremy Doku got a goal that he thoroughly deserved. Because Gary Neville said it as
Yeah,
soon as that ball went in, he said, "That's the man of the match." I just very early to give it, but there's no one beating him for the
yeah,
man of the
yeah,
match in this game, and it was a rocket. It was a rocket, and yeah,
yeah.
it was quite a stroll towards the end. We could have had more. Nico O'Reilly got a couple of chances, but tired legs. He flipping pocketed Salah. I think he's still in his pocket.
But
Um,
like you made a load of subs like early because you could.
yeah, we did. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like was it Marmoush came on 74
Yeah,
minutes.
Savinho
Vino
came
came on
on
50
for
odd
Shirky.
minutes.
Yeah.
Like
Like I say, Cherky. But as I said earlier, Cherky had a bit of a quiet game, but I feel like it might have just been one too many games. Um, but it ended up being fine in the end.
but is
And
that because they maybe targeted the other side though? Or
perhaps,
all of it
perhaps.
maybe went round the other
I
side
feel
and that it
like
just in comparison he looked like it was quiet because it just wasn't coming his way.
no, I feel like he had the ball quite often. It's just that nothing was coming off for him. But also, I think Cherky suffers from not catching up to the speed of not superior to us on the day, but superior, like better Premier League teams. He struggled against Spurs. He struggled against Liverpool because I don't think he doesn't he like he's a player who likes to have time on the ball to kind of float about and do whatever he
Yeah.
wants. But you can't do that against a team like Liverpool, even if they are playing badly. You can't do it against a team like Liverpool because they will just take it off you.
Yeah.
But it's in the end, it doesn't even matter. It's a song for you right there. Comment if you know what the song is. Okay. So like we said before, we'll do a show next week and preview the next fixtures. But I just thought we'd take the time. We're about a third almost of the way through the season now
Yep.
already. We've played 11 games. So it's basically between 12 and 13, isn't it? 12 and 13. So we're about there. So currently, United, we've got about 4 minutes, 4 minutes to try and get this in. United, seventh after
Yeah,
11 games. You
yeah,
are, what you like you said before, you're 4 points off City in second. Bit of a gap for Arsenal, but not worried about it right now. But I think the goal is to try and get into Europe. You're well on track, I think.
yeah. So we're level with Spurs in fifth. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the goal. I think realistically at the minute is to probably get up to fifth. But on the counter to that is we're 3 points off 13th. Like
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
so early in the
it's
season, like
very,
this
very tight, isn't it?
mid-season madness where like Sunderland are still in fourth on 19 points. Like that probably won't stay that way.
Mm,
But we're doing well. I think we're doing as expected. If you were to say to Man United fans you'd be 4 points off second a third of the way through, fuck it, rip your hands off for it.
mm,
Because the,
mm.
the teams that are above us, Villa, Spurs, Sunderland, Chelsea, like Man City, like they're all beatable at some point. So all of those are going to drop points that'll allow us to kind of stay consistent. So
Mm.
yeah, we're doing well.
And as for us, we are second, 4 points behind Arsenal. If you'd have told me after the Spurs game where we, not Spurs, after Brighton, which is the second game in a row that we lost in August, if you'd have told me that, in November you'd be 4 points off the top, I'd have ripped your hand off. Um, we had the defeat at Villa, which was disappointing, and we couldn't hang on against Arsenal. But if we'd had won those, if we'd won both of them, we'd be top of the league right now.
Yeah.
Which you can only say is has been a positive. Um,
And Arsenal are going to drop off as well.
they
They're,
have
they're
to.
going. They're going to.
They're
They
going to
are
have
going
to.
to hit some teams that are just gonna fuck.
I mean,
Just wow.
interestingly, their next five Premier League games, they've got Spurs in the derby at home, Chelsea away, Brentford at home, Villa away, and Wolves at home. They'll probably end up winning them all, but there are some
There's
drop up. There
there's
are
two,
some
three difficult games in there though.
Villa away is
Chelsea,
never easy,
Spurs,
but they
Villa.
always
They're
seem
all
to
difficult.
roll. They always seem to roll over sometimes. But yeah, I think if we're still fourth between 1 and 5 points behind Arsenal come January, I think you'd be a
Yeah,
fool. I think you'd be a fool to write us off
yeah. Oh no,
because
absolutely. I think I
they've got to
think
come to the Etihad as well.
I think that there's still plenty of life in City yet. Like it does feel like they've not even turned into like second or third gear yet,
No.
and they've just turned it up a little bit and just gone, "Do you know what, fuck it. Like let's start now, and we'll have the league wrapped up by April."
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
So that's it for this week. Like I say, no previews this weekend because it's the international break. Who cares?
And no one gives a fuck.
Have you seen? I mean, as it stands at the moment, the Irish are beating Portugal 2-0, and Cristiano Ronaldo's had a straight red card for something. I'll
Oh,
have
is it?
to,
Let's find out.
I'll have to look
What's it
into
been
that.
sent off for?
Don't know. But anyway, well, I'll see if I'll plug everything while Alan finds out. So Manchester is podcast available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're also available to watch on YouTube. We post clips of this show on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. The Manchester is podcast. Give us a like, give us a share, a subscribe, whatever you can do. Listen to us in the background. Does great for the algorithm. We've got 60 seconds. What do you get sent off for?
Elbow to the face.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Anyway, he's been Alan,
Hello, bye.
and I've been Bobby. This has been the Manchester is podcast. See ya.